Good afternoon and welcome to Nor's Dog Training Company. We're here with Fred and Brewster, and we're going to demonstrate all the obedience commands he's learned here at school. We're first going to start out by introducing the training equipment. And Fred's got a standard 6-foot web training leash, keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, which leaves his left hand free to make a little correction. And the only correction we give here at school is a tug and release on the training collar, and the training collar is the second piece of equipment. Now Brewster's been fitted with his very own collar that he's going to go home with. Now we're going to start off with heeling. Heeling is properly walking on the leash, and the command is Brewster heel. Now at this point Brewster's got a job to do, and that's to stay even with Fred's left leg, not forging ahead, not lagging behind. And if you'll notice, whenever Fred stops walking, Brewster's been trained to sit automatically, and that's our automatic sit. Now all of these commands that you're going to see here, it's going to be important you practice at home. Now with the next command, it's going to be a stay command. It's a hand and a voice command. Fred uses the flat of his left hand, and the one-word firm command to stay. Now with your sit stays with Brewster, start off at about a minute or so at home, working up to about the 3-minute mark. Now when Fred returns back to Brewster, you notice he walks all the way around him. He should hold that stay position just like that. Fred gets back to heel, and we'll start walking again. Nice automatic sit. Now for this to transition to home, it's going to be important for you guys to work with Brewster when he gets home. Practice the heeling, the automatic sit. Everything you see on this video, mimic it at home. You can work along with the training video. Keep your training sessions relatively short, no longer than like 10 or 15 minutes. And here's your sit stay again. Fred leaves a little slack in that training leash, and instead of returning back to Brewster this time, he's going to call Brewster. Brewster's been trained to come back to you, sit when he reaches you, not jump on you, and then Fred's going to get him back to heel position. So we've shown you some heeling, his automatic sit just like he did there, the stay, and the come so far. And Brewster's doing this out in the rain too, which is pretty good. Nice automatic sit. And Fred's going to show you that recall or the come command. Uses that leash as a guide if he has to get Brewster back in front of him. You notice he doesn't jump up on Fred, and he sits when he reaches Fred. And Fred takes off heeling again. Nice quick automatic sit. Brewster did it nicely. Has a little itch. And then Fred starts heeling with him again. You can change directions quickly with Brewster. Stop suddenly with Brewster. Nice automatic sit there. If he doesn't automatically sit, the only thing you'll have to do is give a little tug and release on that training collar and tell him no, sit, just like you saw there. Fred's going to show you that recall or the come command one more time. You put Brewster into a sit stay. You say Brewster come, and he should come back to you and sit, just like that. Like I said, it is raining out here, and the only reason why we're doing it in the rain is because the weather forecast isn't that great. Nice automatic sit. The next few commands we're going to set up for are going to be our down from heel position. Everything started at that seated spot. Fred will use his flat of his left hand. And the one-word firm command to down. He'll walk out in front of Brewster. Brewster should hold that for 1 to 2 minutes, working up to eventually 5 minutes. And then just like with the sit stay, when Fred returns back to him, Brewster's been trained to hold that down stay until Fred gives him another command. A little pat on the head for praise, and they take off heeling again. Everything is very formal. I mean, you can praise him up for doing a good job, give him verbal praise, pat on the head, but this should be instructional for him. He's a little hesitant, and I don't blame him because of the weather. I saw he was getting ready to get up, and Fred said no, and he responded to that verbal command as well, or verbal correction, if you will. Fred will call him out of that down stay. He sits when he reaches Fred, very good. Gets him back to heel position. Now the last command we're going to show you is our distance down, or down from a distance. Fred puts him into a sit stay, goes out in front of him, and we'll use his right hand and the one-word firm command to down. Very good. Now we've shown you Brewster heeling, automatically sitting, staying, coming when called, laying down, and laying down from a distance. We want to thank you so much for using Nora's Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer, and we look forward to working with you shortly. You have a great holiday.